Thankfully, I'm able to get back up pretty quick. All right, so just to pick up where I left off, the Ghostbusters remake is not as bad as people think it is. They took the wrong element from Ghostbusters 2, they threw it into the remake. That's what brought it down, in my opinion. Otherwise, it's actually a pretty enjoyable, entertaining movie, which I can't say is probably what we're going to get from the Child's Play remake. It's going to be dog shit. I will not support it in any way because the original franchise is still alive and well. You got anything to add before we move on?
Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same page with you, but I'm probably going to check it out out of morbid curiosity. I don't hate how the doll looks. It's interesting. It looks like more of a believable doll than, say, Chucky, the original Chucky. But the original Chucky was a product of the '80s. You had like the My Buddy doll. You had Teddy Ruxpin. They're all really out there sort of designs. Whereas this doll design looks very similar to what you would see in a store today for kids. I don't like the whole hacking thing. First off, I hate technology in horror movies unless it's like a specific technological movie. But when it comes to like people trying to explain, cell phone signals and hacking and killer dolls and things like that, it takes some of the imagination out of the film. They probably went with something like voodoo back in the day because they're just like fucking, like we're trying to figure out how to bring this doll to life and be a killer. Satan and stuff. And that's what they ultimately landed on. Nowadays, let's program them that way. And the ending of that movie is going to be one of those where he hacked all of them and they all got sent everywhere in the country and blah, blah, blah. That's going to be the very last few seconds of the movie. But with that being said, I always like to check out different things because these filmmakers obviously went and pitched this thing. They were sold on it, above everybody else. And at the end of the day, the people that are involved in creating the movie, they're not going out there to try to create something bad. They're going to try to take something they're passionate about and update it in a way that will kind of bring it to a modern audience. I can't knock them for that too much, but the studio, on the other hand, I could pretty much throw under the bus, time and time again, because what they're doing to Don Mancini and all the people that have spent so much time and effort and money in keeping this franchise alive till this point, like what they're doing to them is just not right. And, I'll see the movie. How? Who knows? But, we'll leave it at that.
All right, then. All right, so let's get on to the main discussion for tonight. It's pretty exciting. Robert Englund is once again donning the glove and the prosthetics to play Freddy Krueger on an episode of The Goldbergs. This was shocking. Shocking news. Anybody who's familiar with Robert Englund knows that he said after Freddy vs. Jason that he was never going to don the makeup again. After doing it since 1985, he just couldn't do it anymore. It's a lot of time in a makeup chair. The prosthetics are not comfortable. It's not fun. Now, I don't know how heavy they really went on prosthetics and all of that for this. It could have been really simple. It could have been like an hour or so makeup job, so it may not have been that bad. But the fact that he was just willing to do this is very interesting. And it makes you wonder if something else might come of this in the future. I don't know. But regardless, we're getting Freddy Krueger again. And, it may not be in the way everybody wants to get him, but we're getting him. It's happening. It's happening, people.
And there's video proof of it. That's the best part. We've already seen Robert in costume. We've heard him talk as Freddy again. It's out there for the world, and the fact that none of us expected we would ever see the man in the makeup ever again. Just made it all the more special. To slightly deviate, not even deviate too much, but if you watched on our channel here, we have the Monster Mania Nightmare on Elm Street reunion panel that I filmed for, back in August. If you would have watched that panel, everybody naturally, as you'd pretty much expect, were like kind of begging him to come back and like do another movie. And he'd give his normal spiel where he'd be like, "Oh, I'm too old. Oh, I can't do what I used to do. Leave it to the young kids, and maybe we'll get this person." He even suggested Kevin Bacon to play Freddy Krueger in a future movie, and which is interesting. But in any case, back in August, his mouth was basically, "Nope, not going to happen. Never going to happen." And I'm retired, and not even like a month later, we get this news, it's just wonderful.
Yeah, and this isn't the first character that the Goldbergs have brought back. If anyone remembers, a couple months back, they brought back Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet from Spaceballs. In voice only, he wasn't actually in the costume. That was somebody else, but he did do the voice. So this is kind of a really cool trend that the show's got going on.
And that's the part about that, is the fact that I have not seen a single episode of that show. I've heard great things about it over the years, and people have recommended it, and all these like random events that they do on the show. Like, I believe there was an episode where they recounted the entire day that Batman got released back in '89. It was like a Batman themed episode, and that piqued my interest. And then the Spaceballs thing piqued my interest even more. And now, I got to break it down and finally watch however many seasons are out there, so I can be all caught up for next month.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting, especially for Nightmare on Elm Street fans.
Without a doubt, and it also opens up the can of worms of, if he could do makeup for this, and now that prosthetics have advanced and special effects makeup have advanced so much that it's probably not as grueling as it once was, would the man be up for making a return? And at this point in time, with Halloween sequel on the way next month, and all these rumors about like Jason Blum trying to get his hands on Friday the 13th to continue the series, and like it's very popular to continue franchises right this second. And I feel like New Line Cinema would be utterly short-sighted if they didn't try to at least seize this opportunity and say, "Hey, this whole Goldbergs thing, the Goldbergs thing worked out very nicely. It got everybody buzzing. Let's release a Nightmare on Elm Street sequel next Halloween." I know that's really lofty to say, but at this point, they'd be dumb not to.
Yeah, it really does. It opens up all kinds of doors, and who knows what might get announced and what might happen in a year. Keep your fingers crossed, people. Let's not, assume anything, but just keep an open mind, I guess.
Horror fans are just, they're known for having, having high hopes and, holding on to that torch for many, many years. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Seeing this play out, it gives me a feeling that it's possible.
Only time will tell. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to geek and comic news. So Chloe Zhao is set to direct Marvel's The Eternals. You know, I remember hearing rumors that this was a movie that they wanted to do, I don't know, months ago. I really didn't think it was going to happen, but I guess it is. All right, it's okay. I have no feelings one way or the other about this particular movie or the Eternals franchise. I guess it could be cool. You know, it's cosmic based. I love the cosmic end of Marvel more than anything, but not really something I was yearning for.
Yeah, I figured you'd be excited about this. To me, it seems like this was like Plan B, since the whole Inhumans thing didn't work out so well on television. Yeah, backfired is putting it nicely. But this seems like, well, you know, let's get another gang of, you know, heroes and see what we could do with them. And, you know, like with them really embracing the whole cosmic end of the MCU, you know, it seems like it could be good. I don't know, to be perfectly honest, I've never heard of the Eternals. Don't know much about them. So they're going to have to really woo me in on this whole thing.
Yeah, it's a lot. The Eternals is a lot to take in. I'm not even going to attempt to get into it. But it's an interesting subject, and I guess if they get the right writer and director, it could be a fun movie. It is not going to be any kind of massive blockbuster. Trust me on that one. But if
we all said the same thing about Ant-Man and Iron Man at one point, and all those other non-household name movies that nobody expected to be a blockbuster.
Yeah, no, this one, I think if they keep the budget modest, the movie will make money, but it's not going to make, you know, Marvel money.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They've brought the Guardians of the Galaxy out, and who would have thought? They brought Black Panther out, and who would have thought? Same with Ant-Man. You know, MCU, they pull miracles.
Moving on. We started getting teasers for season 3 of Daredevil on Netflix, and it is no secret that I am a massive fan of this series, and the fact that we're getting Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk back for season 3, big time, is just music to my ears. His rendition and take on Wilson Fisk was so inspiring, so amazing. And the fact that I get to see more of it, and I get to see it in like 3 weeks, because I think the show drops on October 18th. 19th. It's 19th. It's just, yeah, I need it now. I may take off work that Friday. I'm not even kidding.
I already have that day off.
Yeah, well, how many shows are you behind, huh?
Yeah, I'll watch it still. I don't care. I have way too many.
Have you
might
seen?
have to take the week off, dude. I have not seen anything since Punisher.
Have you watched The Defenders yet?
Did you ask that? You ask me that every single time, and I always say, "Yeah, I watch The Defenders."
Oh, okay, but yeah, have you seen Jessica Jones season 2?
Nope, nothing. I want to do Punisher and then go in the order that they came out. And it just, here's the thing, I just need to take the first step. Once I take the first step, it's going to be dangerous, because for the next 2 weeks, that's all I'm going to live and breathe. But it seems like such a mountain, you know, like I'm looking at Everest and I'm like, I could get up there real quick. You know, it's all good. That's how I feel right now. I just need that first step and I'll be at the top sooner than later.
Yeah, good luck taking it. You got at least 3 seasons of shows to catch up on.
Problem is that I need to stop watching random other shows. You know, just put on Netflix with the goal of starting it, and then I find something else, and then I just get sucked in.
Yeah,
it's dangerous.
Stop watching that Walking Dead bullshit and watch
I
good
haven't
shows.
watched Walking Dead in a long time. You know, I don't know. I can't. We're getting way off track here, but you know, I just find something on Netflix and it gets my attention. I really need to get back to the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, the season 2 shows were all good. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage was all right. I wasn't a big fan of season 1. I liked it, but season 2 was better in my opinion. But Jessica Jones season 2 was really good. Iron Fist season 2 was really, really good. Very interesting.
I'm hearing that Iron Fist 2 or Iron Fist season 2 was the shit. Like from everybody that I've watched and everybody that watched it, everybody that's hated the first one, it is just a complete turnaround from what I hear. And I think you pretty much thank, you know, the Luke Cage director, because from what I understand, they kind of pushed, you know, Iron Fist in a very, very, you know, stronger direction, and that was, you know, the start of it in season 2 of Luke Cage.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed season 2 very much, but I liked season 1. I was one of the few people who liked season 1. But I'm just a big fan of the character in general, so I was gonna like it regardless.
Yeah, I love season 1. I thought it was really good. Definitely dogged for no good reason. Did you happen to catch the little teaser trailer they put up for Daredevil this afternoon?
With Fisk?
With Fisk, yeah.
Yeah,
with the whole white suit and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was great.
I know. I'm so excited. So excited. It's, you know, there's been a lot of comic book TV shows. There's been a lot of comic book movies. You know, villains come, villains go. And I don't think any of them hold a candle to Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk. I think he has been the best on-screen portrayal of a comic book villain ever.
I think that's fair. That's definitely fair. And I think the people over at Disney / Marvel Studios, they really, really need to get him into the movies, tie him into the Spider-Verse. Tie him in somewhere, because his talents are going. Now, I don't want to say underutilized. He could be all over. He could be like the next big threat. You know what I mean? Like a ground level threat.
He could be the next Loki, just not on a cosmic level.
Absolutely. You know, he could be that thread that goes through everything. He exists and is, you know, causing problems at every corner. And the man is just, he's very, very deserving of the praise that he gets for the role.
Yeah, I can't even tell you how excited I am. Like, I am dead serious. October 19th, that's going to be right after my big project at work is done. So taking that Friday off might actually be pretty easy to accomplish. And then I'm just going to have a cooler with some beer. And I'm going to go upstairs, my big living room. I'm going to open up my recliner. And I put Netflix on my big 75-inch TV. And I am just going to binge Daredevil. And if my wife happens to be home, I'm going to tell her to sod off and not bother me.
So loving.
Oh, yeah. I might build like a wall to the entrance to the living room just so she can't come in and bother me.
Calm down, Donald.
No, it's happening.
It's happening. Are you gonna make her pay for it?
I can't say yes because she's not an American. She's an immigrant. She wasn't even born in this country. That sounds so racist.
I apologize for that one. It was just too good not to say.
So yeah. Anyway, so moving on from Marvel to DC news. We've been getting all kinds of pictures and information, all kinds of good juicy stuff on Todd Phillips' Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix. And we've seen lots of pictures of Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker makeup. And you know me, guys, not a DC fan, not my thing, never really got into it. But after seeing these pictures, seeing how he looks, That's me giving 2 enthusiastic thumbs up on this one, man. I like it. I like the makeup. I like the way he looks. I like where this fucking movie is going. I am gonna see it.
Wow. Like, we're a couple weeks into production and you're ready to commit. I like that. I very much like that.
I like how it's sort of playing out right now, and I also like the fact that this movie is pissing off somebody who needs to be put out of his fucking misery.
I love it.
Oh,
we're not gonna mention his name because
no,
it's like Beetlejuice. We can't say his name once, let alone 3 times.
Yeah, he would somehow fucking hear that I'm talking about his dumbass, and then I don't know, just start talking shit about me. But which I really don't care. He can come after me all he wants. He's a big
Actually,
twat.
we should probably call him out. This way we get some ratings.
That's not the fucking ratings I want. I don't want to go that way. But this twat is so mad at this movie. So unbelievably pissed at this movie.
All right, well, let me cut you off real quick, and I'll ask you a question about this guy. What is his favorite Batman movie?
His favorite one, I think, is Batman vs Superman.
Oh, he changed it. Wasn't it Batman and Robin at one point?
He does. He loves Batman and Robin because he has some weird man crush on Robin. I'm not even kidding. This guy actually has a audition tape of him auditioning for Robin from like back in the mid-90s. Not kidding.
You know what's really funny? Like, we just went up one more viewer and it scared me for a second there.
This piece of shit, man. But yeah, no, he is so mad at this movie. So fucking mad. Calling this movie fake. Calling this Joker fake. Saying that Jared Leto's Joker is fucking authentic. Authentic? Dude, I don't
Jared
even...
Leto's Joker is like a cross between Marilyn Manson and a mumble rapper. Like...
it's Marilyn Manson and Lil Jon.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got the fucking fake gold, silver teeth and everything. All he needs is a fucking chalice with his crunk juice or whatever it was called.
Basically.
Oh my god, it's just... I don't know how you sit there and you look at Joaquin Phoenix in Joker makeup and be like... And not be like, well, this looks pretty good. And then look at Jared Leto and be like, yeah, this is what I want. I don't get it. I mean, again, I'm not a DC fan, so... But
you're on point though. Like, you're not out of line saying that.
I'm looking forward to where, all right. I'll tell you why I'm really excited for this particular Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Aside from the makeup looking really good, because it's simple, it's not over the top. It's because Jared Leto was fucking over the top. It was just like they were just pulling shit out of a prop box. It was like a bad Carrot Top sketch, you know? They're like, oh, what's this? Some fake gold teeth. All right, let's throw that in there. What's this? A damaged tattoo? Fucking on your forehead. That's where that's going. What else we got here? Oh, a big lips tattoo. We're gonna put that all over your body. A million ha-has. That looks great. What else do we got? They were just pulling shit out of a box and just throwing it against his face and seeing what stuck.
Oh,
that's what that was. But
yeah, this is definitely the angry episode. That's for sure.
But what really makes this Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie interesting to me, it's the fact that we're getting the Joker, and Batman is nowhere in sight. Fucking hallelujah! Thank Christ! I don't have to fucking see Batman. I don't have to see his dumb fucking parents getting shot for the 12th millionth time. Give me the fucking compelling villain that everyone says is the best villain in, comic book history. Give me that. That's what I want. I want to see an engaging story. I don't want fucking Batman taking up precious Joker time, all right? Again, I'm not a DC guy, but I like the idea behind this movie. They they want to claim that Joker is the end-all, be-all villain. All right, you know what? He's had some great comic book moments. You know, we've had some great Jokers over the years. Cesar Romero, fucking great Joker. He loved oranges, by the way. I don't know if anyone's gonna get that joke, but if you do, fucking kudos to you. You know, we had Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson could do no wrong in my eyes.
I'm balling up my fist as you continue. Go on.
You had Heath Ledger, who I don't think was a bad Joker. It was a different Joker, but it was a methodic Joker and malicious and calculating. That is the key word in his Joker portrayal. Calculating his character was, and I like that. Then you had Jared Leto. It's just like, oh god.
Hey, you're forgetting Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, okay. So we go to the animated series. It's hard to throw that in there, but you can because the Joker is as much a physical character as it is a vocal character. Body language plays a big part in this particular character's aura, you might say. So, yeah, we didn't really get that from Mark Hamill because it was animated. But his vocal stylings gave off its own aura, and you really got a feel for that. It hit you in the feels. And if I may just throw in another Joker, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but if you go on YouTube, this is a fan film. It's called Patient J. It's from, I don't know, the early to mid 2000s. Whoever that actor is portraying Joker in that fan film is fantastic. Fuck. Why couldn't DC fucking find this guy and make him the Joker? Great fan film. If you have not seen it, find it on YouTube. It is called Patient J. A really, really good Batman Joker fan film. But yes, we are getting a movie all based on the Joker with no Batman, and that I can get on board with 100%.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. I'm very excited right at the baseline because Martin Scorsese's producing it. The fact that that's the thing that I'll open every Joker conversation with. He might not be as hands-on, but he heard this pitch and it was right up his alley. And the fact that he's produced some of the best mob and villain movies of all time, like to see even the slightest imprint on a Joker story, like from that man is, like you already sold the ticket, at that point. Beyond that, we're getting what feels like an almost continuation of what Heath Ledger started. Like just watching Joaquin Phoenix's body language in the leaked footage and the Instagram videos that Todd Phillips has been posting. You've got a bit of Ledger being channeled through it, but also something completely different. It almost feels like he's been around the block a few times. He's matured to some degree. It almost feels like we're getting a Dark Knight Returns, but for the Joker character. Like an older, more seasoned killer clown, basically. And we're still getting the elements that we love about the character, and that's always going to be prevalent in a Joker story. But I think we're going to be getting a perspective that we've never seen in a film. So I'm very much looking forward to how everything's going to play out rather. And so far so good on the makeup. It's got everything I've seen from this movie so far has a very Killing Joke sort of vibe to it, and to see that represented on the big screen is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it grabs me in all the right places. What can I say? And again, I can't get into DC. I've tried. I don't like the characters, don't like the stories, but this is compelling to me. I like the route and the avenue they're going with this particular movie and story. And I want more. I want to see more, and I can't wait to see more. Now, the same cannot be said for the other Joker movie that is currently in some sort of pre-production. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And of course, I am talking about the Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Oh, yes. You know, WB just needs, you know, they can't they can't just leave the Joker alone. You know, we got Joker and Suicide Squad, and nobody liked them. So what do? They bring him back for a team-up movie with Harley Quinn, and apparently he's also getting his own solo movie, and then this is the Jared Leto Joker. All right. Well, nobody liked him in Suicide Squad. Nobody. I can't fucking think of anybody except for one fucking piece of shit idiot who liked him. And a lot of people I've noticed lately have sort of turned on Margot Robbie's... Right? Is that her name? Margot Robbie? No.
Robbie. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Alright. Well, Margot's Harley Quinn. They were all for it in the beginning, but I've been seeing a lot of, not hate towards her, I think they're sort of realizing that her character was over the top in the wrong way. Harley Quinn is an over-the-top character to begin with, but she's also another one of those very methodic sort of psychos. But in Suicide Squad, I think a lot of people are starting to realize that her character was over the top in the wrong way. And basing a movie around her and Jared Leto's Joker is just a recipe for failure. I mean...
Well, honestly, it depends if they take it in a proper direction. If they have the Harley Quinn and Joker characters at the position where they were in Suicide Squad, where both of the characters were kind of like reminiscent of the original comic book or cartoon versions.
Yes.
But also very short-sighted as far as their intentions and their main characteristics. You know, like they got a lot right about the characters, but they equally got things wrong about both of them. And if they continue that sort of path that they were on in Suicide Squad, I don't think it's going to be good. However, these details, as cringy as they are, you know, the ones that have leaked out there, regarding Dr. Phil and whatever else.
Oh, no, explain it. Explain this fucking brilliant plot point that they're going with for this movie, allegedly. Go ahead, go for it.
I'm going to let you explain it because you're going to be way more animated than I am, but I will comment and challenge you at the very end of it, like I always do.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking challenge this? Yeah. All right, you know
Slightly,
no. There's no slightly challenging. You come at me full force and challenge me, or you back the fuck off. All right,
bring it, bitch.
So, allegedly, this movie, all right, the entire plot of this movie is Jared Leto's Joker, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn are gonna go and fucking kidnap Dr. Phil, and not like a fake Dr. Phil, like Dr. Phil, and they're gonna kidnap him so that he can help them with their relationship problems. That's what people want in a Joker movie, right? Dr. Phil, relationship problems? They don't want to see him torturing people and masterminding like ridiculous plans to poison Gotham City, just doing sick and sadistic shit, putting a bullet in Barbara Gordon's spine, you know? Joker shit. But therapy sessions with Dr. Phil.
I think, here's where I'm challenging you. I think this is very true to their characters, though. You're not going to sit in the theater and see the two of them on a couch being going through a couple's therapy session. They're, in their own fucking warped way, are going to think it's a good idea to get through whatever problems they're getting through, which is, you know, something that always, you know, that was always in the comics, you know, this whole abusive relationship, you know, kind of like commentary, if you will. So in their warped heads, this is you know, like the best idea that they could possibly come up with. You know, I'm not talking the writers, I'm talking about the characters. And I could totally see while all this havoc is being wreaked, on Gotham City, that they stop what they're doing amidst all this potential chaos, kidnap a therapist, and try to go about this situation. It almost seems like a goofy plot line from the animated series, which makes it a little bit charming. That being said, nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see Dr. Phil try to fucking act. Just make up a Dr. Phil-like character, give it to somebody, a decent actor, and then let it all play out. But it's charming in a way that it's similar to where things were in the animated series. However, super fucking cringy.
Okay. I will counter your challenge slightly.
All right. Oh god, here it comes.
I'm gonna stay calm. I put my beer bottle down because I was getting ready to throw it.
Gonna break it.
So, while I believe that this is something the Joker and Harley Quinn would do, I do believe that. It's something the Joker and Harley Quinn would do, and it would be believable if they were established characters. We don't really know much about these characters. We saw them in prison. We saw them in prison. Obviously they have some type of past with Batman and Gotham City and, whatever. But we don't know what to what extent. We don't know how crazy these characters were. They just acted stupid in this movie. That's all we got. We got stupid. We didn't get crazy. We didn't get calculating. We didn't get methodic, malicious, sadistic. We didn't get any of that. We got stupid. Stupid one-liners. Stupid costumes. Stupid looks.
Yeah, I would agree there, simply because they're assuming that the audience knows as much about the characters as we do going into it, and that's really bad for somebody that doesn't necessarily know anything or go by what's being presented.
We didn't follow these characters on any kind of journey to where they were fleshed out for us, like Jack Nicholson's Joker. We learned, that he killed Bruce Wayne's parents. He was a mobster. He was doing all this shit. We followed that little path. Then Batman dropped him in the acid, created the Joker. And we followed the Joker on his rise to the top of, the organized crime ring. And then we saw all of, his plans for what he wanted to do to Gotham City. Him trying to poison the denizens of Gotham City and all of these things. And him trying to gain their trust and then fucking poison them again. He likes poisoning people. I like that. Poison's cool.
Totally.
We followed Jack Nicholson's Joker on this really linear path that worked. It's fantastic. And if his character had not died at the end of part 1, it was funny because there were talks of bringing him back in a sequel. But let's say his character did not die. Let's say his character was just merely captured, like Heath Ledger's character was in The Dark Knight. Well, I could see his character returning with Harley Quinn, and then maybe kidnapping a doctor for therapy sessions for the relationship. That would be a nice natural progression because we saw where he came from. We saw that natural progression of the character. We didn't get any kind of progression in Suicide Squad with these two characters. We didn't get anything, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
So if they had built up the characters differently, then maybe this particular plot point would work better. But they're jumping. That's like, here's a good comic example. All right, so that's like, we had Iron Man. First Iron Man movie, fucking great. That would be like us going from the first Iron Man movie to us going to Hulkbuster in Iron Man 2. Like, wait, what? How do you go from Mark 1 to Hulkbuster? You know, you don't fucking take that kind of leap. You gotta build up to it. You know, you gotta make people interested in the character before you throw a funky plot idea at them. You know, it's just their progression is way, way off. They're going all over the place, and fans are not going to react promising. You know, they're not going to like this, and they're not, and they don't already. The backlash has been insane.
Yeah, it all boils down to the studio not knowing what to do with these, you know, would-be billion-dollar franchises. You know, they tried to rush to the finish line by cutting some corners. It didn't work. And, you know, their answer to this problem is to announce as many convoluted stories and ideas and films as humanly possible. And then going back to what you were saying about progression, you know, like, theoretically, we know of Harley Quinn coming out of this whole jail situation, this whole Suicide Squad movie, and between now and then, what they're going to be doing is there's going to be a team-up movie in what is it called? Birds of Prey or whatever?
Birds of Prey, Gotham City Siren. I don't know. DC announces a new movie every day. I can't keep up with this shit.
One of the movie sites I follow, they have this little sign that says, it said 0 days since the last DC news or something like that. It was pretty amusing. But in any case, you know, like they're going to go from Suicide Squad, they're going to jump into this Birds of Prey team-up movie with a villainous group being anti-heroes of some sort, I suppose. And then they're going to go back straight villain team-up movie with Joker. And that's pending this other Joker movie doesn't hit it out of the park. Because I'm going to call it right this second. If Todd Phillips, Joker does well, I think we could kiss Heath, or what's it called?
Jared Leto.
Kiss Jared Leto goodbye. If Jared Leto's Morbius movie happens sooner before this whole team-up movie with Harley Quinn, I could also say that I sincerely doubt we're going to see Jared Leto going in the future. And it all boils down to DC continuing to announce projects prematurely and us trying to navigate this big convoluted world that they're creating. And, you know, in that process, it's pissing a lot of people off because of basically everything that you just explained when you were talking before. So, I don't know. Warner Brothers needs a very big shake-up and somebody with some fucking foresight because they don't have any of it right now.
Yeah. You know, and talking about all the DC crap is depressing me. So that is going to wrap it up for us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. I had a lot of fun on tonight's episode, despite the crash, which seems to be a weekly thing now. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna find out what's causing my streaming PC to blue screen. Because it's not my main PC, it's just my streaming PC. So I'm gonna figure it out. But thank you guys for hanging out with us, for sticking it out with us, listening to all my tangents and rants tonight, because I went on quite a few. I think that's what the people want, man. They want to see me get angry.
Yeah, when I was going through the episode, I'm like, oh my god, like Matt's, he's just gonna go crazy the entire time.
And I get mad at everything. Whether you're a piece of shit Joker, or you're making a remake on a movie that doesn't deserve to be remade, or marshmallows. It doesn't matter.
Frankenberry, like God forbid if you buy that in bulk.
Alright, well if that doesn't piss you off, then there's something wrong with you. Spend like an entire fucking paycheck on Frankenberry and Booberry and Fruit Brute.
With no fucking milk.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it through the little bit of issues here and there, but it's all good. Thank you guys. If you like what you heard, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit that little bell for the notifications so you know when we go live on Wednesday nights. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Dead End Site. You can also follow me on Twitter at Bates_MotelMT. You can follow Mungus at Ray Mungus. You can also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/deadentertainment.com, or just /deadentertainment. And then you can check us out at deadentertainment.com. We always got good original shit, news pieces, all that fun stuff going up on a daily basis. So definitely check us out there. What do we got going on Friday? We got something going on Friday, don't we?
We do, and I've got a lot of work to do between now and then. My motherboard should be here tomorrow, and hopefully everything works out. But this Friday, we are going to be doing another live commentary, like we promised in the previous couple weeks. Are we going to announce the movie?
I don't know. Should we announce the movie?
I say we do it. Go for it.
Well, we are doing one of my all-time favorite movies, one of our go-to movies, one of our just staple movies, and a movie we've been talking about doing on a live commentary for a long time. We are doing none other than I Drink Your Blood. Yes, the satanic hippie LSD rabies infested cult classic. Everything I just said happens in the movie. How do you not love this movie? It's got hippies. It's got Satanists. It's got LSD. It's got a rat hunt. It's got rabies.
It's my favorite movie with a guy by the name of Bhaskar.
There's so many good things about this movie and just no bad things about it.
It's such a blast, and you know, for coming out of 1970, you know, at the height of the slow burn exploitation movies, this thing just do yourself a favor. You know, if you've never heard of I Drink Your Blood, go to YouTube right after we go off the air, type in I Drink Your Blood trailer and just enjoy. I seen that years and years ago at a Fangoria Weekend of Horrors, and when I saw it, I immediately had to buy it. Unfortunately, I had to wait a couple months because it was just found, remastered, and Fangoria was putting it out on DVD. So when I finally got my hands on it, it was just the gift that kept giving. And you know, it's our go-to convention movie. We don't leave home without it. And now this weekend, you'll be able to kind of like get a glimpse on what it's like to watch that flick with us. You know, like we have a bunch of beers and we always make it a good time when we see that movie. So if everything works out, you know, with computer-wise, we are going live with that this Friday, 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Time. A little bit of talk, a little bit of this and that, some of the business, and then we are going to, you know, explain the whole commentary process and get going on it. So what you need to do before then is find a copy of I Drink Your Blood. I'm sure it's on Amazon. As far as collector's editions, I believe Scream Factory or Diabolic, or I don't remember who, but in any case, there's a really bomb version of it out right now. It's amazing. Pick that up, watch it on Amazon Prime streaming, rent it somewhere, sell your soul to Satan for it.
Wait, is it on Amazon Prime?
It might be. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass, but I legitimately think that you know, like in this world right now, you could easily rent the flick, you know, off of iTunes or, you know, something like that. It's easily discoverable.
All right. So yes, that is what we are doing Friday. It is going to be a lot of fun. I hope everybody is going to join us for it. This is one of our favorite movies. I actually haven't watched it in about a year. I can't wait. Can't wait. Also,
I think the last time we watched it was when we were going down to Monster Mania in the car. We put it in the.
Yeah, we did. We watched it in my car.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Like, couldn't see the screen because of the sun glare, but we didn't need the screen. We just had to. We listened to the entire movie, and it was wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was great. Yeah, we watched that, and we watched Creepshow.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yes, join us Friday. It's gonna be awesome. I'm pointing here, thinking the camera's here, but it's there. Join us. It's gonna be a good time. Also, keep an eye out for details on the October giveaway. That shit's just gonna be fun. I'm thinking about all the shit that's going into this box, and I wish I could be there to watch the winner open this fucking thing, and just happy face, and then like confused face. You know, it's
after we force them to sign that contract, you know, we're going to be able to see that, so it's all good. We're going to be having that reaction video, whether they like it or not.
So yeah, so make sure you subscribe to our channel, give the video a like, a thumbs up, if you have friends that like horror and comic and geek shit, point them in the direction of the channel. We do this every Wednesday night. Well, we do it most Wednesdays. I would say like 9 out of 10 Wednesdays, because occasionally we do need a break.
Today was really close to being one of those days.
Yeah, it definitely was. Then sometimes there are weeks where there's just not a lot of news. So, I would say about like 9 out of 10 Wednesdays, maybe 8 out of 10 Wednesdays, 8 p.m.-ish on Wednesday nights. You can always find us here doing this shit live. Keep an eye out for Metal Beer Horror Episode 5. Don't ask about Episode 4. But Episode 5 will be out very, very soon. I think I'm actually going to finish up my end of it tonight. And then I'm just going to have to wait for Mungus over here to get some art done for it. And then we can actually release it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to quit my day job just so I can start doing all of this full time. I gotta open a Patreon or something. I got too much to do. I still have to work on your channel design too.
Yeah.
Soon, man, soon. But first, MBH. Actually, first,
Episode 4?
So. Yeah. Well, no. Forget you're never hearing Episode 4. One day you might. Who knows?
So, alright. So, thank you guys so much. We will see everybody on Friday night. And if you're not there on Friday night, well, what is wrong with you? That is not cool.
We're going to send satanic hippies to your house, and they're going to have their way with you if you're not there.
With meat pies.
Mmm.
But we will see everybody Friday night. If not Friday night, we will see you next Wednesday night. Thank you guys one more time. And remember...
What do you think this is all about? You think this is a fucking costume? This is a way of life.